Hey, what's up guys? Sniper Nick here, and today we're gonna go over a quick recap on our watch list for tomorrow morning, Wednesday, October 2nd. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's dive right in. First things first, nice, we finally made it to October. Let's go. Getting into that end of the year trading, so things are starting to pick up. We are in a position, so we'll be able to talk about that. What you're looking at here is our chat room. So what we do is we post, once we finish the watch list every night, we post it up in the chat room. We also have it in that watch list tab. You can click onto it. But we're going to dive into tomorrow, Wednesday, October 2nd. So let's start with the top, and we'll go through each one. First things first is the position that we're in, CVSI. So quick breakdown of CVSI. I'm going to read what's in the bold here. OTC Cannabis First Green Day play with news. So we went ahead and bought 2,500 shares at 185 at 317, so during power hour, and we bought it in anticipation of that high a day test. Okay, so we bought it just shy of its 190 high a day, which I'll show you in a second, and we actually got a nice pop, and now we're riding it up a good amount with a nice cushion into tomorrow. So let's go ahead, let's dive into the chart. All right, so this is CVSI. First things first, we'll zoom out to the 1 year. As you can see, it's just been downtrending, completely beat up. Finally, it gets this first big bounce day. It got that news article at 10 o'clock. So it didn't come out right at the market open, which was pretty interesting. It came out at 10, and volume started to pick up a little bit. Boom. It gets a push right here at 9:55. And then all the way up until 10:25, up until 10:30, it gets nice push, and now we got CVSI's potential first green day. However, it's still early in the morning, so we sit back and we waited and we let CVSI prove itself to us, and that's exactly what it did. As you can see, after it topped here at 190, it dipped, but it held VWAP throughout midday, so this is a good sign. The buyers were still in control, had light volume here, but it started to pick up. This really started to interest us, as you see some light volume starting to come back. So we went ahead and bought right in here in that anticipation buy, and when we bought it, our risk is 179, not too big of a risk, and that's what's great about these penny stocks. A lot of people say how risky they are. A lot of people say don't ever trade them. We go into every single trade with a set plan, and that's how to become a consistent trader. It's one of the most important things, is to go into every single trade with a plan. You have to have that. So we had that 179 point cut right when we got in. We get in at that point with this 185, and it never came back down. Got a hold up here at 185 for a little bit, and then volume kicked in towards the end of the day with 30 minutes left, and it's only got 30 minutes left, so it's got to go one way or the other. This is a first green day, so it's what's going to happen with this stock, and we see the volume start to come in, and it comes in with buyers here at 330, and bam, you get a new higher day, 335, and you get a push from 190 up to 202. So already right there, it's about a 6% push, and we were up about around a little under 10%. We actually had a sell in at 205. We were willing to take that. We figured that was a nice enough bag. It was going to be a half sell, so a nice enough bag for the half sell, and then sell the rest in the morning. However, it never hit that. So now our plan, what we're adjusting to, is a gap up, and we're gonna sell. Our plan is to sell in the low twos after it pushes above this 203 high from today. If it does not get a gap up, or if it doesn't test this 203 high from today in the opening minutes, we're gonna be using this new 195 support that it made as our cut point. So we'll still be able to get that 10 cents profit. So that's the goal now going into tomorrow. That's what's awesome playing the way that we play these plays, sniping them, how our group snipes them, is you get in, the action happens, you have that set plan, and tomorrow morning we're swinging this one overnight, but we're really only going to be playing it in those opening minutes, and we're figuring out most likely what's going to happen within those first couple minutes of trading when the volume comes in. Alright, so that's CVSI. Let's see what happens, let's see what we can bag. We're up 300 going into tomorrow. Alright, our next two plays, CGIX and Naked. These are listed first green day plays, so another first green day setups here that made big intraday moves, and they're holding those morning moves into the close. We're going to keep an eye to see if these can continue, because we've seen some multi-day runners, as we've seen with these big listed ones in SNNA. You could look back at that one. It had that 2-day run. This was the most recent one. This was on our watch list 2 days ago and yesterday. And so this is a nice multi-day runner from the 12s all the way to 37. And then GHSI, this is another one. So nice, first green days becoming multi-day breakouts, becoming multi-day runners. You get potential for going long multiple times. So we'll see. We're going to keep an eye. This could be the start of these two. Let's see if these can create that multi-day, if this can hold that first green day and continue into tomorrow. We're going to be watching for the high of day spots. Those are the two key spots. CGIX's high is 15.5 and Naked's high is 0.055. So those will be two key spots to watch in the opening minutes tomorrow. All right, and then the last one on the watch list for tomorrow is SC. That's a tongue twister. This is an OTC play. So back to our bread and butter. It's a first green day. So another one. So look at that. 4 first green day plays. So get familiar with this setup. We're going to have more on this SC, for us to take the risk. This is what we're looking for. It's a first green day, had the most volume it ever had. And it also broke multi-month resistance of 0.025. So we'll be watching to see if it can continue tomorrow. So let's see. OZSC. So this is that 2.5 resistance that it broke. So we'll be watching to see if it can hold this and then potentially continue over the highs that it made tomorrow morning. So 2.5 is that key spot. We want to see it hold this. And then let's see if volume can come back for this one. Because as you can see, this one doesn't have a lot of history. So there's not too much overhead resistance. If it could get over this 2.9 spot that it was at yesterday with buyers, who knows? Let's see what can happen to this OTC play. So we'll be keeping an eye on it in the morning minutes. And this is one, like you saw with CLSI, this is one that could be a quick morning flip. And that's why it's important to have this watch list and be prepared and make sure you get in there in the morning before the market opens, because CLSI has just had amazing continuations. Today it had a shakeout, but it had a continuation after that. So same thing with OZ. We'll be watching. Even if it gets a shakeout, we'll be still patiently sitting back, seeing if the volume can hold up and if we come back and test that 2.9. All right, and then lastly, guys, we always like to wrap it up with if there's anything that's still kind of interesting from the previous watch list, we put it on here. SNNA, which is actually you got to see, we talked about a little bit earlier when we broke down CGIX and Naked. It's going to be going on its third green day to really make it a multi-day runner. However, since it is its third green day, we're not too interested in going long unless it gets a panic, or if it grinds into power hour. We'll keep an eye on it to see if it's at any key spot. So we'll be watching SNNA. It's had a lot of action. And then GMO, lastly, this one was on its second green day. Again, this one's trying to become another one to be that multi-day runner. But this one, it's now overextended. The range on these past 2 days, the candles has been huge. So we'll see. We're going to be patient, but we're interested on the short side actually here with GMO. So we'll be keeping an eye into that 40-cent resistance. Check it out here. That 40-cent resistance up here. We're going to be patient. If it continues past 35 tomorrow, we'll sit back and see what can happen. But when it gets to this 40 spot, it'll be really interesting. We'll be keeping a close eye on it. If it never gets to that, if it starts to show some weakness, we'll be keeping a close eye on GMO. However, nice second day becomes that second day and the potential third day multi-day runner. So good stuff, longs for keeping GMO up. All right, and that wraps it up, guys. Let's see what can happen tomorrow morning. We got a slate of plays on our end, and who knows? There'll be more plays in the morning with these news articles that have been coming out lately and making these listed NASDAQs pop up. These listed NASDAQ and New York Stock Exchange stocks pop up in the morning. So let's see. We'll see you guys in the chat tomorrow. Much love. See you, Sniper Gang.